Happy birthday, Dirk Nowitzki, as the GOAT turns 44 today. I want you guys to spam 41 down in the comments because Daddy Dirk turns 44 on Father's Day. LeBron and D-Wade, they got the bibs in because it's Daddy's birthday. That is, of course, Dirk Nowitzki. So spam 41 in the comments, and happy Father's Day to any and all fathers out there. Welcome in to Mavericks Today by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Harrison Graham. Let's get you caught up on the latest around Jalen Brunson to kick off today's Mavericks News and Rumors show. The Athletic says that there's mutual interest in Brunson and the Mavs reaching a deal, which probably isn't a surprise, right? I know the expectation has kind of been all along that Jalen Brunson will most likely remain in Dallas. And the reason for that is because the Mavericks have really helped him develop into a really, really nice player. I mean, you go from his first 2 years where he looked like a solid young player, took another step last season to a double-digit score, and then this past year really took off over 16 points, but then even more so in the playoffs was a guy who averaged over 22 points per game and, proved he could be that sidekick next to Luka Doncic. Can he be a true number two for years to come? I think that remains to be seen, but I do think it's very valid and obvious that the Mavs should bring him back. This is kind of what we've known, thought, and expected for a long time. But as an unrestricted free agent to be, nothing's official until it happens, right? Like, it's very much a possibility that a team could swoop in there and throw crazy money at him, and he could say, you know what, I love Dallas, I love playing for Jason Kidd and with Luka, but this team's going to give me $30 million a year, so I'm just going to take that. Of course, that's a possibility, but the expectation is that he will remain in Dallas. Plus, we've got a source that can we name the source? No, we can't name the source. It's anonymous, but it's not one of those Evan Massey anonymous sources. This is a real source. We can't name who it is, but basically that source has told us that Brunson knows he has it good here. He's comfortable here, and that this is where he wants to be. So, I'll put it in the 90 to 95% range. Again, with him being unrestricted, nothing's guaranteed, but there's a very, very good chance that he will be in Dallas for years to come. Now, you look at teams with cap space, teams that could go out and take a swing at a guy like Jalen Brunson. The Detroit Pistons at $27.6 million. They have been linked to Brunson. Orlando, if he wants to go play for Jamal Mosley, but why would you want to go to a losing organization? Portland at $24 million. Memphis, Indiana, the Spurs. We know the Knicks have been linked. They'd probably have to unload Julius Randle to make that happen. But there are teams out there that could make some moves at Brunson. But again, you look at that list. Is he going to have it better there than anywhere else or compared to Dallas? I just don't see that being the case. What's your confidence level in the Mavs re-signing Jalen Brunson? Again, 90 to 95. I'll kind of just mirror my percentages there. I think it's low mid-90s chance that he will return. So I'll go in the middle, 92.5. That's my confidence level. I'm very confident, but I'm not, just blindly confident. Obviously, a deal has to get worked out, but I do think Nico Harrison will prioritize that, and that will get done. Now, what's just around the corner is the NBA draft. And the Mavericks don't currently have a draft pick, but they could buy one into the second round. They could trade into round 2 if they wanted to. And even if they don't, draft night's fun. Join us on Chat Sports Thursday night. Myself, Chase Sr., will break down every single draft pick this year. YouTube.com/chatsportstv. And, of course, if the Mavs make any noise, maybe they're a part of a trade on draft night, we'll have that covered as well. Subscribe over there, youtube.com/chatsportstv, and, of course, subscribe here as well for more Mavericks videos. All right, next up, our next story here. Mavs, they got to target a 3-and-D wing. Certainly looks like that for the taxpayers, a mid-level exception. Tim MacMahon hopped on the ticket here in Dallas and talked about this very topic and had this to say after the Christian Wood trade. I expect them to target a 3-and-D wing with this taxpayer mid-level. In terms of a major talent upgrade, I think that Christian Wood is a guy for this offseason, and I don't know if he fits in the long-term picture. He's going to have to earn the right to fit in the long-term picture, but there's no question the ceiling is higher when you're bringing a guy that can be an efficient 20 points per game scorer, and just from a basketball philosophy standpoint, it should fit really well offensively with Luka Doncic. Now, I think the following 5 guys could fit that 3-and-D taxpayers level type of contract. TJ Warren, who's not the best defender on this list, but a guy who can really score. A couple of years ago, if you said TJ Warren on a mid-level, you would have been like, that's crazy. He's scoring 50 points in the bubble on a few games, but he's been injured a lot the last few years. Maybe he has to sign a one-year prove-it deal with the team. Dallas could be a fit for him. Thaddeus Young, a veteran that I know when Rick Carlisle was here, he really liked Thad Young. That never ended up happening, but he could be a possibility. Pat Connaughton, I think, fits this role really well. Can really shoot, can guard multiple positions. Nick Batum and Otto Porter, a couple of vets that could come off the bench and play a couple of different positions, play some defense, and, of course, knock down some open threes as well. You add one of these guys to your current wings, Reggie Bullock, Dorian Finney-Smith, for one, they can get a breather. We saw in the playoffs how many minutes they had to play. If Hardaway is back, you don't have to rely on him as much to have to play, small forward as well. Josh Green, we'll see how he evolves. Let's say you add a guy like Nick Batum. It gives you some real size and length at that position to help you get more minutes as, at that 2-3-4 kind of, wing type of spot, which is what you need in the playoffs. You're one body short at that position, and all those 5 players we showed you would certainly fill that void. Now, name a free agent that the Mavs should use the mid-level on, which it's about $6.3 million to taxpayers because they don't have a full MLE because Reggie Bullock signed that last year, but they do have the taxpayers. Let me know who you would like to see sign on that contract. We also put out a video, I believe, on Friday, Thursday or Friday. It was Mavericks free agent targets after the Christian Wood trade. There's some more names on there that can make some sense. So go check that out. Subscribe, youtube.com/MavsTV. More videos to come. We're putting out daily content right now because the NBA offseason is hot, and that's what we do here. We got you guys covered. So subscribe for more Mavericks videos. Okay, Brad Turner put this out there, broke the news from the LA Times that Quentin Crawford leaving the Lakers as an assistant to join Jason Kidd in Dallas on the Mavericks staff. Crawford is viewed as an up-and-coming bright coach in the NBA. He was an assistant under Frank Vogel for the past 3 seasons, part of the title team as well, as was Jason Kidd. So built-in relationship there. Kidd gets the head coaching job from Dallas last year. Now he adds Crawford as an assistant this year. Not completely sure what the pecking order is, but obviously they lost, how do you pronounce the last name? Igor Kokoskov to the Brooklyn Nets. Thank you, producer Jeffrey Cooperstein. So this is how the assistant coaching staff looks like as of now. I think Jared Dudley could take on a bigger role this year. We'll have to wait and see how that all comes together. All right, there you go. A couple of rumors, items out there, and, of course, that coaching news as well. Here on a Sunday, happy Father's Day to all of you. If you want to follow me on social media, keep up with the Mavs at HGramNFL. Cover the NFL and the NBA here at Chat Sports. So go ahead and give me a follow and slide into the DMs. I'm your host, Harrison Graham. We will see you tomorrow for some more Mavericks news and rumors.